think the biggest risk in business is competition. It is not. The biggest risk is starting with money. Borrowed money, investor money, bank money. Because when you start a business with investment, you don't just risk an idea. You risk real money in a system where most businesses don't survive. And the numbers are brutal. Every single day, more companies close than open. And behind every closed company, there are lost attempts, lost time, and lost money. That's why I'm against starting businesses with investment. And today I'll explain why. I'm Ravi Gabis, and welcome back to the Gabis Show, where we unlock the secrets of real wealth in the United States every single day. We are continuing our conversation about business, and I will repeat this again and again. I'm against starting businesses with investment. I'm in favor of starting from scratch. Let's first clarify what starting with investment really means. If you invest your own money, that's investment. If you borrow money from a bank, that's investment. If you attract investors, that's investment. In all of these cases, the money must be returned. And when money must be returned, the risk changes completely. When you borrow from a bank, usually you're personally responsible. When you take investors' money, you accept responsibility for their profit. And here's something many people don't think about. If you accept an investor, but deep inside you don't want to pay him, you psychologically block the growth of your own business. Because an investor comes into your business to make money. And by accepting that investor, you're saying, yes, I'm ready to help you make money in my business. If you're not ready for that, the business suffers. Now let's talk about reality. In the United States, roughly the same number of companies close every single day as the number of companies that open, and often even more. And one company doesn't mean one attempt. It usually means several failed attempts combined into one closure. That's lost money, lost energy, lost time. I've seen this many times in real life. I've been in real estate for more than a decade. I've rented out commercial and retail spaces. I've seen people buy businesses, they purchase businesses with investment and lose everything. I once had a young woman about 22 years old who bought a hair salon from another tenant. She paid around maybe $7,000 or $8,000 for the equipment, lease, everything. The first month was prepaid, so she was happy actually. But 2 weeks later, she came back, gave me the keys and said she was done. No LLC, no clients, no real business. She just walked away. After that, we cleared the space and another tenant came in and continued paying rent. I've seen the same story with franchises. One guy paid around $12,000 for a beer shop franchise, I guess, how to call it. He worked for 3 months, then closed it. Winter came, sales dropped, and the business just died. What was left? A few pieces of furniture and a sign on the door. The money was gone. I can tell you many stories like this. I've also seen large businesses fail. Companies with tens of millions in revenue. Companies with hundreds of millions in revenue. With factories, equipment, contracts, history. Some survived 10 years, some survived 15 years, some of them survived for more than 100 years. And still they failed. Even 158 years of history didn't save Lehman Brothers. So here's the point. Any business will eventually die. That's reality. But if you start a business with investment, you risk losing money from the very beginning. That's why good businesses usually start from zero, with no borrowed money, with no investor pressure. Business is a money machine, and you must build that machine carefully. I think that's enough for today. Tomorrow, we'll continue and talk step by step about how to start a company from scratch. The right way. See you tomorrow. Bye.